Yo, what's poppin', First Order family? Welcome back. Got a brand new video for you guys. First off, let me start by saying Happy New Year. I know I'm 4 days late, but I've been gone for a minute. Yeah, Happy New Year. And what we're gonna be talking about today is how to be successful in PvP while also having fun in PvP. Because you could be successful but not have fun, and you could have fun and not be successful. But I'm gonna show you the best way, in my opinion, of how to combine the two and enjoy ESO. I think they need to go hand in hand. To be honest, at least for me, they have to be hand in hand, because I can't really see myself playing this game and constantly losing. Well, actually, I could do that now because I know I can be successful at the game, but because I have a history of being, successful. But at the same time, I know for a fact that if I wasn't having fun, no matter how successful I was, I wouldn't play at all. Alright? Enjoy. Alright, guys, so let's talk. How can you be successful and have fun at PvP in Elder Scrolls Online in 2019? So obviously all of this is in my opinion. Now what I would say is that you want to have fun first and foremost. Because for me personally, if I'm not having fun, I'm not going to play the game. That's just how it's going to go.
Shouldn't be falling behind them.
For beginners, when you're picking a character,
fall behind, you get killed.
After you read the descriptions on each class and race and everything, pick the one you think you will have most fun with and start there. Nothing else matters. Start there. Right? Obviously, each class got their own special abilities, and each race has their own special passives. So you could read furthermore on that online on different websites, because they'll break it down for you. More so than in the actual game. Like when you're creating a character, it's not as in-depth as online will have it for you. And also, you want to, the class abilities will be online as well. So you go on YouTube and check out videos from different classes, from different people, and see which one you think you'll have fun with. And you can go online and check out the website that got the abilities and passives and all that up there. So that's the first thing. Pick something that you think you could have fun with, because it's a bitch to create a character and not like it, and then have to start over and create another character, grind that character up. Like it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. But yeah, so that's the first thing. Second thing you want to do is determine, obviously you want to play PvP because that's what the video is about. So next thing you want to do is you want to figure out whether you're going to be in a group or whether you're going to be a solo player. That's a big thing, because not all solo builds can fit in a group if y'all going to be like an actual group and not just a couple people running together. And group builds will not necessarily work solo. Some builds, they could be both, but not all builds. Once you determine that, you want to start to think about what sets you would like to do. Now, obviously, when you start to think about sets, you also want to think about whether you're going to be a stamina build or a magic build. So again, when it comes to stamina and magic, you want to pick something that you believe you can have fun with. So once again, I recommend you looking on YouTube and things like that to see different magic and stamina characters. That way you can know which one you think you will have the most fun with and go from there. Now, when it comes to sets, what I do is I find one set that I want to build around, and then that's what I do. I build around that set specifically. And when it comes to my builds in general, I like to have one defensive set, one offensive set, and my monster helmet varies based off of the class. Yeah, based off of the class that I'm using. 98% of the time I'm on my Dragon Knight, and when it comes to my Dragon Knight, when I'm a Magic Dragon Knight, I'll either run Zahn, what's the Zahn, Grothdar, or Zahn, Grothdar. Sometimes I use Falcon, but I'm not really a fan of Falcon. But that's just me. Like, you may not know exactly what these sets are that I'm talking about if you're a brand new player, but you know, again, you can research these things online. It'll break down what they do specifically. The set that you're seeing right here in the background, when you see that line of fire coming from my character, that's Zahn. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a character sheet, and then explain to you what you're looking at on the character sheet. Okay, so real quick, why is this important? Because when you're making a build, you want to make the build specific to you. So when you're looking at the attributes and things, I got 32k magic, 28k health, and 14k stamina. But when you look to the right of that, you see the recoveries. The recoveries are big to some people, not so much to me. The 900 recovery is not much. You know, it's for a magic character to have 900 recovery, to some people you'll be putting yourself at a disadvantage, because that's how much magic you'll be getting back every 2 or so seconds while you're fighting. So, you know, it may not be, well, for a lot of people it's not optimal. They don't really like, especially when I show them, you know, my character sheets, they're like, well, how you play like that? It's just that I'm used to it. So when, like, if you're watching my fights, you'll see that I heavy attack a lot. I'm just used to it. Like, I'm used to heavy attacking. So, you know, heavy attacks give you back your resources. So if you're using a staff, you get back magic. If you're using a weapon such as an axe, mace, a sword, dagger, anything like that, you get back stamina. So, you know, it's not a worry for me because I heavy attack quite often, so I get my resources back. Now, it is a downside to that because if you're using a lot more of the resource, whether it's stam or magic, than you're getting back, you could run out. Like you see right there, I was just out of both. But that's because I'm fighting 2 people. You know, I'm fighting 2 people, so I'm expending a lot more of my resources than I would normally. For me personally, I don't really, like, if I'm fighting one person, I won't really run out of resources too much because I know what I'm doing. I know how to use my build. So again, I'm saying all this because you want to make your build specific to you. So if you're a brand new player, then you may not know exactly what it is that you want to do. You may not know what spots you're trying to get to. Well, what spots you want to get to, because you know, so you haven't really experienced all of that. But trust me, what I would say is fight NPCs. Now, don't get it twisted. NPCs are nothing like players. It's not even a comparison. Players are way more dynamic in their fighting. So I'm saying fight NPCs because that will help you personally, see what your abilities are and what abilities is working well together for you. Everything is for you. Do stuff for you. You know, you want to make the shit to where it's comfortable for you. So back to what I was saying. When you're finished with, like, when you're comfortable with your build after fighting NPCs and things of that nature, if you got a friend, go ahead and duel them. That'll help you to get used to fighting people, because people change. NPCs, they don't change. They do the same thing over and over like clockwork. Players, I guess you could say they do the same thing over and over, but they move in. They may shift something there, they may use something there, they drop a potion, poisons. Like it's so much dynamic shit that happens when you face players as opposed to the NPCs. So after that, if you want, we can go ahead, head to Cyrodiil, head to Imperial City, even a battleground. You know, any type of PvP would, you know, that'll help you to experience what the difference is. Now, once you make your build and you're comfortable with your character and you know what abilities you want to drop down first and sort of a rotation. I don't want to say rotation because for me personally, I don't believe in rotations. You know, I believe that the fights are too dynamic to have a specific rotation. This is not an NPC. NPCs, you can have a rotation because you know what they're going to do.
It's good. Fuck out there, boy.
But players, it's too
Fuck y'all was there.
it's too all over the place.
Come
So
fuck with me.
me personally, I don't believe in rotations, but there is specific things that you may want to do first. Like for me personally, when I'm coming up on somebody, I like to buff up with the generation. So that's the first thing that I try to do. Sometimes you can't, but if I get the drop on someone, then I'm gonna buff up with the generation first. Then I like to apply dots, and then I'll go from there with different types of damage. That's just me. Now, I don't think that's a rotation. I think that's just my strategy. It don't always go that way. So again, that's why I don't like to say rotation. But those are the main things. Like honestly, if you follow this to a T, you will have fun while also being successful. Because the main thing is first have fun, and the next thing is experience. When you have experience fighting players, that'll help you to get better. And another thing that's a big, it's kind of a big discussion when it comes to ESO. It's the sets that you wear. So it's a big thing where are you good because of your sets, or are you good because you have skill? So the debate is really skill versus sets. Now, I don't know. I mean, that's a real thing. I'm gonna be honest. That's a real thing. The reason why I say that's a real thing is because some people truly are trash. They're trash. Now, when it comes to why I say people are trash is because you could tell that they have no skill based off of the way they're fighting. But there are certain sets that's in the game that's overpowered. There's certain sets that's overpowered. They can cause a person to, I don't want to say carry. I don't like to say carry because I think that any set that you build around specifically, that is your carry set. But the phrase carry set is, you know, it has a negative connotation on it, you know, given by the community. So I don't like to say carry, but technically it is. That's what it is. It's like when you build around a set, that's your carry set. So when you have a set that's kind of overpowered, like it gives you too much of a boost, and you stack it with something else, like there's ways to finesse the game. Like that's just what I'm saying. There's ways to finesse the game to get too much of an advantage against another player that may be more talented than you, may have more skill than you at the game, but because you have specific sets together, it's kind of broken. You know, so it's kind of like you broke the game with the shit. But it's honestly, I don't think it's really a way to prove the skill versus the sets debate, because you can't tell somebody what to wear. Like, it is what it is. You either adapt and beat them with it, or just don't fight them, you know, or whatever the case is. Like, but you can't sit there and just say, like, I don't think you can really answer the skill versus sets debate. But yeah. So all in all, what I would say, pick something that you're gonna have fun with. Develop the build. You know, max out your levels and all that. And then start to gain experience with duels and open world. Your set could be good in open world and not be good in duels, but you will never know until you actually do it. So
I don't know what y'all niggas thought.
yeah, I mean, honestly, that's really it. You just need to put them all together. Really, that's what it is. And then you see the videos. I kick ass in this game. I got some experience. Like, I got some years on this game. But my builds are unique because I haven't seen anyone run builds the way I have builds. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is just making stuff that I'm comfortable with and going out there and trying it. I got build videos and things like that, but when you look at my build videos, they're for me. Like, they're stuff that I like. Everybody may not like it. Everybody may not be able to run it, but I can. And, you know, that's the whole thing. I'm gonna share my build with you guys, so you guys can even look at that if you want. I got a lot of videos in here doing a lot of different things to people, like fucking people up and all that. Like, listen, you can take my word for it. You don't have to. But if you look at some of my older videos, don't get me wrong, I get my ass kicked sometimes. But that's part of the game. You know, you're going to get your ass kicked. But I'm successful at PvP. I could say that. From when I started to stream and make videos and things, I was trash at PvP, but I've come a long way. So I'm just trying to impart my knowledge. You know, if you want to play PvP, you want to be successful, you want to have fun, pick stuff that you like. You don't have to copy and paste someone's build. I think that's pretty trash, to be honest. I think copy and pasting a build is pretty trash, and you'll be surprised how often that happens. Yeah, I mean, that's really it, man. I'm rambling right now, but check out my other videos if you don't want to take my word for it right now. But check out my other videos. You'll see how I do damage. I know what I'm talking about. Pick something you want to have fun with. That'll keep you interested in the game. Keep you playing the game. Develop your, research and develop your build. Once you do that, take your build into live tests. You can do that with NPCs first, and then your friends, or just jumping right into, you don't even got to do NPCs. You could just jump straight into PvP, whether that's Battlegrounds or Cyrodiil, Imperial City, duels, whatever. Jump into. You got to get experience. Experience is important. So once you get the experience, and then, then they'll go. Then you can go from there. Really, then you can go from there. And I think that once you got the experience of understanding players, then you'll start to really see your success level go up, especially if you got a build that's viable. Now, again, make your build to what you like to do and stick to that. I personally like to control a fight, put down dots to keep pressure on people, and then do other types of damage, like my flame whips and all this. So that's just me. Do what you like to do, though, and go from there. I'm pretty sure that you'll be successful and you'll have fun doing it. If you're blue or you're yellow, if you're from Daggerfall Covenant or you're from Old Mary Dominion, forget everything that I just said. Do not watch the video anymore. And stop listening. No, I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with y'all. Yo, man. That's it. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll see y'all guys in Sarah though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Grip up, man. Famous foul. Yo, thanks for watching the video, guys. It's much appreciated. I look forward to chatting with you guys down in the comment section. But before you go, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's much appreciated. Grip up. Famous power.